We know you guys remember the beloved Amazon warehouse. Well, that isn't a thing anymore. Now it is Amazon Resale, and they ran some really good deals to kick that off.
During Amazon Prime Day this October, they were selling some really good deals on pre-built gaming PCs, and we found one for $280. Is it actually a good deal though? We're gonna open up and find out after a word from today's sponsor.
KZ and their new Duet IEM earbuds. IEMs have been increasing in popularity, and for good reason. Because if you're on a budget and don't want to sacrifice that audio quality and that competitive edge, the KZ Duets are the perfect IEM solution. These earbuds come with two ear tips, one of which fully encloses the sound around your ear like normal IEMs, and the other one turns these IEMs into semi-in-ear earbuds, which I actually find a little more comfortable than normal in-ear IEMs. Inside, these IEMs are dual audio drivers, which enhances bass for clear positioning in gaming, and in gaming, these features really work. You can see pro players like Nico, Device, Afro, and so many more pro players that are actually using these KZ IEMs in competitive matches. And if you're looking for a little more customization out of these IEMs, you can get these with an optional Type-C connector with a built-in DAC into these IEMs, so you can customize between 4 different EQ modes to get that perfect sound just for you. All of these features come right under $30, and you can even find these online and in-store in places like Target. To learn more about the KZ Duets, check out the links in the description down below. Big thanks to KZ for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to you, Matt and Jackson.
So as we mentioned, during Prime Day, Amazon was selling a bunch of stuff at great discounts, but this in particular through the Amazon Reseller program, which is Amazon Warehouse. So basically it's just used stuff that gets returned to Amazon, verified working, and then sold again. That's what we're gonna see if it actually is verified working. This Skytech Prebuilt also had 35% off of the already discounted price for it being a return. So at $280, we got the Skytech Chronos.
Yeah, and this must have been, I would think, like an older return, you know, because this the specs on it are pretty old, like things that we could have not built anytime recently in the past.
And those specs are an i3-10100F, a GTX 1650, we have a 500 gig SSD, and only 8 gigs of memory. Now, we reviewed this pre-built many times years ago. I remember it being the cheapest option from Best Buy probably about 2 or 3 years ago. But again, this is an older PC, and I'm already seeing one thing. It does not come with an original case box.
Yeah, well, and even back when we were reviewing it from Best Buy as the cheapest build, this was coming off of COVID, so
yes.
I remember these builds were still upwards of like $600 new.
Yeah, I think it was $550, $600 from Best Buy, but it looks like this is a general return where it either showed up with the box really damaged or whatever, but the fact that it's not just shoved back in its original return box gives me some hope that at least it was kind of looked at.
Yeah, it's definitely used. I mean, you can see here they put this in a separate bag, and I mean, it's usable, but like the magnets are coming off. It's just a dust filter though. This mouse is like...
It looks very crusty. Like this looks like it was one where it was used up to like the very end of the Amazon return window, yeah. And the person said, yeah, I don't want this anymore. I'm gonna send it back.
Well, I mean, here's what's crazy is this was built, look at this.
2023.
2023. So I mean, I don't even understand like this. You know, I bet this got returned a long time ago.
I bet that's what happened for a while, which is
Amazon
scary,
probably has quite the backlog. I bet it's like horrible.
And you might be wondering why couldn't we cash in on this deal? Well, if you guys are part of the Discord community, discord.gg/ToastyBros, there were 2 of these. We bought one, and then for about an hour or 2, the other one was just sitting in stock. So I shared it in our Discord server. So join the Discord to see updated deals like this in the future, so you guys don't go in the comments and say the Toasty Bros buy all the deals before we can. I gave you all the opportunity.
Well, and we always tell people too, we're like, guys, we want you to buy the deals. We get affiliate from it, so.
All right, so let's see if this thing is in working condition. That's the biggest thing is Amazon Warehouse was pretty good to us last year, so will Amazon Resale be decent enough? We also bought PC parts to do a full PC build, so if you aren't subscribed, subscribe for that.
See a little bit of red flagginess here.
All right, what we got?
I mean, so the actual case didn't have any like insulation in it. The side panel screw, I just noticed this one is like just dangling
Very
there.
loose, okay.
A little loose. It looks like we might have a little bit of scratching on the side panel.
Let's see.
I don't know.
There's a lot of dust.
That's the outside. Yeah, the outside has scratching on it. Interestingly enough, that makes it look
sticky.
It does look sticky, so that might come off.
There is a lot of dust, which makes me think this has been sitting for a while.
I think it came off.
Yeah, and there's like some...
Let's see if we can get
some goop over here too.
Dude, you know what that reminds me of?
Ooh,
a little infestation.
Wait a minute.
God, imagine they sent us a roach.
It just
PC.
comes. Yeah, that would be insane.
That
Amazon
would be
sent us
cool.
a roach computer. That would be a title.
Yeah. Oh wait, we got one more that I don't know. Is this? No, it came off. Okay.
All right.
You know what? That's why glass is superior to acrylic. This is gaudy. Like I don't know what's going on.
This is insane. This must have like. I mean, let's just
very dusty too.
Just fix that a little bit for him. Yeah, that looks a little better.
Oh, look at this. We have a latch loose. I mean, that shouldn't affect anything, but you know, it's just like a tidiness thing. This is also killing me, my goodness. Those cables all over there, not the prettiest.
Yeah, this does seem like, I mean, SkyTech PCs we've looked at have normally been decent cable management. This does seem like one that maybe somebody opened up and started doing stuff with, especially with this loose like
The
RAM.
Amazon tech.
Yeah, the Amazon tech maybe. I don't know. I want to know who this Amazon tech is. McAllister, what does the Amazon tech look like? What is he doing with this PC? What are they doing with
Show
the
us
PC?
Jeff
I don't know.
Bezos working on a computer.
Yeah, let's see that. But SSD-wise, we do have a Gen 3 NVMe SSD. It is 500 gigs. The motherboard is an ASRock. What series we got?
The B460M.
B560M.
B560.
B560. We have a little tower cooler with, I'm assuming, is it ARGB? Maybe ARGB. Is that, what is that brand?
It's cool that it has a tower cooler and not
Cooler
just a stock
One.
cooler.
Interesting. But yeah, that's cool. It's an upgrade. It's a very small cooler. But everything fits nicely. It is the typical Gamdias 650 watt. These are kind of on par with like a COTEP 650 watt A plus gold. They're just, you know, 650 watt power supplies. I mean, it's very similar. The biggest thing is it's not really about the specs that this thing came with. We know that SkyTech stuff normally works perfectly fine. It's just, is this specific one going to be okay?
Yeah, especially with how little we paid for it. I mean, cable management in the back's actually really good. They just
The yellow
kind
zip
of,
ties are crazy.
yeah, Corsair. They just really should have shoved these over a little bit, which we'll fix. But I don't see anything like unplugged. That's getting actually really close. You can see this would power all the RGB.
It's getting close.
It's really close, but we're in now, so we might have just saved them a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem too bad on paper, and that price is so low that like, I mean, this is Office PC pricing territory. Actually, beyond that, this is that Amazon crappy like SGT Abron build, like where it'd be a quad core i7 with no graphics card.
Be more specific, that Walmart PC we just got was $9 more than this and didn't have a graphics card in it.
And it was like what?
4 Gen i7.
Yeah, it looked like crap. It was
So
horrible.
if you think of it in that regard, in the pre-built pricing, this is a really good deal. A 1650 older card, only 4 gigs of VRAM. It's not going to play the latest and greatest titles. That i3, it's still solid, but you know it is a bit older nowadays. So this isn't going to scream max performance play Battlefield 6, but you know it is a working gaming PC that you can't upgrade.
Just saw that.
Slippy slide.
It's cool. At least the graphics card's still held in. That's
It's
what
still
matters.
holding in.
See if it turns on, yeah.
Boom.
We don't have any like max fan speed yet. That's good. Usually if you hear like the fans go max, you're already out of luck. I noticed they use glue in the RGB header.
Yeah, that is very.
It's so dusty.
Yeah, I wonder how long this. I want to know its story. Talk to me, girl.
The graphics card's missing the anti-tamper sticker on one of the screws. They should have one on it, so the graphics card may have been open at some point. So Jonah pointed something out. The HD audio is like fully unplugged, not like unseated, like it is just not plugged in at all. So that means your front audio ports would not work. It's not good.
I wonder why that would have happened. That's really random.
I mean, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, someone had to have gotten in here. I don't even know if we can. We might have to.
I wonder if it was like that when it was built, and then maybe that was a return reason. That's what I'm thinking. There's a lot of things like this that a pre-built customer wouldn't troubleshoot themselves. They would just say, "My audio doesn't work. I want to return it." It very well could have just been unplugged, and then they send it back to Amazon. Amazon realized that the PC worked, but they never tested the audio jacks. So. Just a theory. Again, we're not really going to know the full story of this thing until we fully interrogate it, but now we've looked at everything. Let's actually play some games on it and see if it's stable. All right, guys, we are in Fortnite on this budget PC, because if you're going to spend $280 on a computer, it's going to be a Fortnite machine, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the biggest concern, and you are seeing it right now, is this RAM situation. Oh my God, single channel memory is not the friend of Fortnite at all, especially 8 gigs. Look how slow things are to load in. We're going to be upgrading that fairly quickly. I'm going to try to survive long enough. Peter is all messed up looking. The single channel memory is really hurting us here, guys, especially 8 gigs. So in 2025, upgrade your RAM. I know DDR4 is getting a little expensive, but we'll pull some from the shelf of PC Bros, because this should be getting like way better performance. We're just losing a lot of it because of the single channel memory. You know this PC is from an era when it comes with single channel 8 gigs, because it ain't running that good, but we are on the performance profile. Oh God. All right, let's just back up. Let's back it up. All right, run to this house real quick. I'm playing Blitz, and I'm trying to show you guys the settings here. This is not ideal, so let's run in here real quick. Probably gonna die, but that's fine. So these are the settings we're currently running. So performance mode, the DX12 performance mode, not the legacy one. Far view distance and low textures, 1080p. It's getting a little better now that things are loading in. I think that was the biggest problem, is the textures were just not wanting to load in whatsoever. Yeah, we're getting about 100 FPS now, but we can fix that issue by upgrading the RAM, which we will do. We'll run a bunch of other benchmarks. I'll have Jackson play Apex Legends also. But towards the end of the video, we'll have the benchmarks before and after to show you guys the difference. Because when we sell this thing, I think the RAM upgrade will be worth the extra couple of bucks. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a stick that matches and we don't even have to swap the whole kit. But we'll see. We'll see what we have. Yeah, 1650 is still holding up pretty good. I mean, obviously, this is a game that's only using 1.5 gigs of VRAM. Any modern AAA title is going to struggle because of 4 gigs of VRAM, even at 1080p. Even 6 is getting a little rough when you're playing some newer games. So I am not shocked to see... Oh, got him. I'm not shocked to see the performance that we're getting right now. But hey, we're talking $280 for a refurbished computer. I cannot complain right now, especially the condition it showed up in. Not too bad. A few weird things here and there, but nothing to basically write home about. I'm absolutely cooking. They gave me the bot lobbies for this one, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting out of here with a dub. Where'd you go? Oh! Make a shot at from somewhere random, probably. Woo, buddy! Nice try. That was almost a bad call there. Got a dub. The FPS was rough loading in. You guys saw that. It was quite stuttery. But we'll have Jackson try some Apex Legends with the 8 gigs. I imagine it's going to be a little rough, but then we'll also run some benchmarks with the dual channel memory. But hey, for the price point, it's a working build and it's not crashing or doing anything goofy, which is kind of what I expected. Let's move on to the next game.
All right, guys, we are playing some Apex Legends, and we're running some okay settings. You know, we're running 1920 by 1080, and we're basically running like a low-medium preset. And, you know, one big thing that's going to happen is RAM. You know, we only have 8 gigs, and it's single channel on an older platform. I think this is probably like the peak of like single channel being bad was like, you know, 10th, 11th gen, and AM4.
And nowadays, they at least give a single channel 16 gigs when they go DDR5. Yeah. So, but yeah, 8 gigs, gonna be a bit of a problem. This game seems to be handling it okay, though, because it is a slightly older AAA title. Game engine hasn't changed all that much. So, this game looks like it's gonna handle it. Fortnite, on the other hand, had some interesting load-in issues, similar to the one piece you had. Peter was kind of one-dimensional for a second there. Yeah. But again, we're gonna show you guys some 16 gig dual channel benchmarks at the end, so you guys know what the upgrade is like.
Yeah, but it'll probably be a lot better. I think even in Apex, I think we'll probably get another few. I think our lows will be a lot better, you know? Mm-hmm. We won't be hitting those lows.
Yeah, definitely. Moral of the story here is more of a test of Amazon Refresh or Reseller to see.
I suck. I suck.
Zach's opening wallpaper engine? That's crazy.
What the Sigma? Still a good deal, though, I think, you know?
Yep,
so it'd be a 10105F.
Yeah, we had 10105F, so slightly better than the 10100F. That was a common trend. These PCs would say, I have the 10100F, but once the 10105F came out, they just start popping that in there.
Which I'm okay with, you know?
A little extra performance.
Yeah, why not? What the heck?
What was that?
There's like not enough players to kill.
Ooh!
Oh, my aim.
Oh!
Lead him, boys. Lead him. Oh, my goodness!
Dropped right on your noggin. You are the champion, baby.
I gotta say, surprisingly playable in Apex. Apex just runs like everything, to be fair, though, surprisingly. But I think for certain games like Fortnite and stuff, it's probably pretty bad. And I would upgrade the RAM if you buy the system, because even, I mean, what the DDR4, buy yourself like a single or double stick, maybe some extra 40 to 60 bucks, and it's a good system.
Don't expect AAA gaming from this, but for the price we paid, it does exactly what we think it needs to do. We'll show you guys what the RAM upgrade looks like, and also the benchmarks before the RAM upgrade, and wrap this video up.
So this Amazon resale PC actually ended up being pretty good. Obviously, you may want to add some more RAM. That's definitely what we would do if you're going to buy the same system. But as long as you go into buying one of these for $280, having that mindset right, it's actually a really good build for the price.
And the deal was, if you took advantage of this during Amazon Prime Day and cashed in on that extra 35% off you could get on an Amazon resale gaming PC, then you would have got a really good deal. And as we mentioned, we shared this deal on our Discord. So be sure to join our Discord so you don't miss out on future deals that I do share with you guys. But we got a lot of benchmarks to talk about because we did do a RAM upgrade, but we'll talk about what the performance was like in other games before the RAM upgrade. Now, before the RAM upgrades with the single channel 8 gigs, we ran CS2, 1080p low, got an average of 158.3 FPS, the 1% low is 65. We ran Black Myth Wukong, 1080p low settings with TSR set to 50%, got a 69 FPS average, a max of 84 and a minimum of 45, and that 30 mark time spy score was 3,844, which is a 7 cent per point score.
Now, after we upgraded the RAM, we ran CS 1080p low and got an average of 206 FPS with a 1% low of 89.5. And that's a pretty significant upgrade. That's definitely worth a little bit of money you got to spend on RAM. We also ran Black Myth Wukong 1080p low, TSR set at 50%, and we got 72 average FPS with a high of 84 and a minimum of 48. Now in Fortnite, the FPS was about the same, but I would say overall it was a lot smoother, and we even got 150 FPS at times. Now our 30 mark time spy score went up a little bit. It was 3,915, and funny enough, the cents per point actually went up. It's now 8 cents per point, and that's just due to the fact that DDR4 is so expensive right now.
So overall, I think we made out with a pretty good deal, especially when comparing to that last PC we bought from Walmart for around the same price that didn't even come with a graphics card, and it was 4th Gen i7. Yeah, that wasn't a good deal, but this was actually a pretty good deal even though it's a refurbished PC. Stay subscribed because as we mentioned in the beginning of this video, we're going to do a full PC build using PC parts from Amazon Resale during the sale, and I think that one's going to have really good price performance, but that's all up to if everything actually showed up in one piece, which I will say some of the boxes back there are looking a little sus, so stay tuned for that video. But if you want to shop on Amazon today, specifically Amazon Resale, use the link in the description down below. It's a fill link and it will help us out.
But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Now this PC right here will be for sale at PCBros.tech, and when and if it has problems, Jonah will take care of it.
Jonah will take care of you. Whatever your problems are, he'll take care of you. PCBros.tech. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You'll save 3% on your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye. Plum